usual. In fact, I still have to put them together a little bit. So, okay, let's see. Okay, we're looking pretty good position-wise on the what's happening haps. Now it's just a matter of getting some pipes together and playing and tuning. And we tune because we care. So, usually I do a broadcast on Facebook. I think I even advertised on Haps earlier this week saying that I was going to play only on Facebook, but I decided, well, what the heck. So we got Facebook here, we got Haps here, and Haps is shooting to YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So, but for my regular Friday Haps folks, you get the broadcast via my phone, which gives good sound. So anyway. Oh, there's a few things that I need to do to all realistically tune. Let's see. That's about the best we can do on that one. So let's see. A few other things to straighten out, but I think I might have gotten those happy the other day when I met a bear. Let's see. Okay. So we got straight through airflow, almost straight through airflow, and the backwards airflow. That's how these pipes work, just because. So let's see. Seriously, now you send me a text? Okay. Pretty good. So now it is a matter of capping off that bad boy, tuning the tenor drone, which is one all the way on the outside, all the way over here. Okay, and now what we do is we uncap the baritone drone. That's the one in the middle, playing an E, and hopefully not get it out of tune in the process. Okay, so here we go on my belated, otherwise usual Friday broadcast, and see how this goes. Okay, so nice to get a few people suiting up and showing up. I do appreciate that. As I said earlier, but that may have been before anybody was really here, between the two devices that I'm broadcasting on this evening, usually I broadcast on Fridays only on Facebook, only using my phone, and that's because the sound quality is good and the Friday people have been listening to me for a year. So I try and give you the good sound, whereas, so Facebook right here, Haps right up here, and Haps is going out to Haps, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. There we go. So this is my usual Friday broadcast, but belated, and that is by and large because I ended up driving about an hour away from here today to help my dad with a medical appointment. So that kind of threw everything off. I think I put postings up saying I was still planning to broadcast, just didn't know when, and the time is now. So let's see who is out and about, and the only way that I know that you are here is if you make a comment. And to that end, over here on Halves, we have Mr. Chris, who is in Denver, and he says, hey, buddy, well, hey, guy. And since he's here, I already know what I'm playing next. Ha, ha, ha. So who we also have, I know we also have David, friend of mine, and if you hear me refer to someone as Noodle, that would be David. That's the nickname that he has gained from my broadcast, and that has played over into the real world, and our circle of friends are all calling him Noodle. So it's amusing, but it's worth it. So, and David is so cool. He's like, whatever. So we also have Rob and Deb, and right now Deb apparently is listening while she is doing up a stir fry, and I happen to know that Deb is a chef in a previous life, so that is probably some phenomenal stir fry, and I wish I was there. So Rob, you say hello to her for me. We also have, if I'm not mispronouncing this, we have Nuala Keating here. She says, hi all. And David says, hi, Nuala, and Deb, or is it Nala? I think it might be Nala. Anyway, he says, David, a.k.a. Noodle, says hi back to Nala, Deb, and Rob. And then we also have from Toronto, another bagpiper. That would be Kate Gordon. And as many of you already know, Kate is one of the three, as it turns out, three editors who worked on this book right here, The Patriotic Piper, which I got published this past November. And this is a fundraiser item for Post 1889, which is my post in the Scottish American Military Society, otherwise known as the SAMS, S-A-M-S. Anyway, we have a small pipe band in our post. This is the official music collection, and a percentage of every book sold goes to help support the SAMS, and you can find this, of course, on Amazon. So, and if you find me directly, then I can sell it to you that way too, which is even better. Okay, so everybody know that it is not Nala. Let's see. So how did I pronounce? She said I pronounced it right the first time. So did I say Nula? Nala? Oh dear God. Okay. Anyway, now I'm stuck on Nala. So give me a phonetic there, and I'll get it right. I'll get it right. I promise. Anyway, since Chris is here from Denver, and I know what his favorite piece is, I'm going to play that for him next. And Nuala. Okay, Nuala. There we go. Got it. So that gets a bop on the bedpost. What is this? There we go. Yes, I am in a spare bedroom. So, which also serves as my music room and serves pretty well. So, Nuala. There we go. Anyway, so the next piece right here, this is going to be a combination of Hector the Hero, the Kesh Jig, the Lilting Banshee, and the Humors of Whiskey. There we go. I remember all that. See, there you go, Nuala. If I can remember all those titles, I can learn Nuala. I promise. Anyway, this is one that I know Chris enjoys. So if you guys have requests, go ahead and shout them out. I don't have my laptop with the sheet music here. Oh, wow. Hey, so David is probably sharing the show. He says you are being broadcast live and worldwide. And okay, so we need more phonetics here. Is it Salon Jacobs? Is that how you pronounce your name? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, more tunes. Okay, so let's see what is going on. Let's also see if I can get the laptop a little bit closer because, come on, guys, come on. Ah, there we go. That is because the print on Haps is really small, and that is 4 or 5 feet away. Anyway, so let's see. So it looks like Sid Snow has come around, and Sid Snow on Haps shot me a little financial award. I do appreciate that. And Mr. Chris there shot me too. Cool. And in fact, it is cool. Anyway, so let's see what else is going on real quick, because it looks like there is a conversation between Nuala, who let us know that she is originally from Dublin and now lives in Milbourne, wherever that was. Let's see. Oh, that's some comments ago. You two are chatting up a storm. That is cool. And then Cylon, if I'm pronouncing that right, apparently the name is Japanese. That is really cool. I've heard that name before. Thank you for sharing that with us, and I'm glad you're here. Nuala Keating, nice to be born in Calgary, Canada, raised in Glasgow, Scotland. Okay, so haven't been to Calgary, but I've been to Dublin only for 4 days, and Glasgow for about 3 weeks on the same trip. So that was cool. So anyway, let's see. I love me bagpipes. Hey, I love sound of bagpipes. It is heaven. Well, I am biased right there with you. There's something powerful about them. So let me tell you real quick a little about what I'm playing. I forgot to get me kilt in bagpipes when I left Scotland before. I'll get them when I go back, hoping to pass by Ireland. Yeah, I'd like to do that a little bit more my own self. Let's see. So Chris also goes to comment there. I like when you hang the flag. So the people that are watching on Haps and via the other sites, via Haps, they get to see that this says Aaron Go Bra, and well, I don't think it's getting picked up on my cell phone, but Facebook flips everything, so you guys would see something that looks like, you know, kind of like Gaelic. But anyway, my understanding is this is the original flag of Ireland. Don't know. And then the one, of course, behind me, that is the Saltire. That's the flag of Scotland, and it is in the character of the patron saint of Scotland, St. Andrew, of course. So, yeah, I like the flags. I've got this small flag collection. I've always wanted to get a flag collection, and it's kind of that thing that I'd like to do, but I don't really need to put money to. So it's kind of like, yeah, catch a can. But I have U.S. flag, DTOM over there, and then I believe I also have a flag of Canada. So anyway, that's cool. So the thing with these pipes right here, I do have Highland pipes. In fact, I have one set right there, my original set, and then I have my really good set right there. And then cross fingers, this year I will actually get to, I'll be able to afford this other type of small pipes in addition to these. So those are Highland pipes. That's what you're used to seeing when you see a parade, right? You know, kilts, bagpipes, that whole thing. And then, oh wow, window, really cool sky. Sorry, look, a squirrel, woo! Anyway, so yeah, I play Highland pipes. I play these small pipes. So these are a Scottish instrument. When pipes reached Scotland, small pipes, they were the rock star for about 200 to 300 years. Highland pipes were there, but they were not the big deal. Highland pipes kind of the big deal now. The other pipes that I would like to get are actually there's two other types, one of them Irish. But the other pipes that I think I'm going to finally be able to afford is a set of Fred Morrison's signature reel pipes. And those are, well, let's just say they're over $2,000. So it's kind of been a little bit further than what I've been able to swing. So there we go. So let's see, kilt and bagpipes. Let me catch up on these. And meanwhile, think of something else to play. So David, my name is Jewish, but I'm not Jewish. I'm from Shoreline, Washington, now live in Martha Lake, Washington. And I've been to Dublin and Glasgow and Calgary for the 1988 Winter Olympics. Very cool. Yeah, well, you got one of those biblical names there, David. So there you go. Okay, difference. Okay, okay, that's a good question. Thank you. And feel free to throw questions out about pipes and my experience playing, you know, whatever I can try to answer. So let me give you a quick little background in bagpipes, and then I'll explain the difference between Scottish and Irish pipes. So a lot of people think that like Scots invented bagpipes and kilts and like, yeah, no, actually a lot of stuff came to Scotland, both of those included. Pipes actually got their start 4,500 to 5,000 years ago in the Middle East. We don't know exactly when or where, and it started with the chanter, which is what we call in Scottish piping the chanter. That's the pipe that we make the melody on, right? It was more like my Highland pipe chanter, and it was mouth-blown, circular breathing like didgeridoo. You can actually see this very, very, very briefly. It was a really good detail that they put into Time Bandits, actually, when the main character kid gets picked up by Sean Connery's character and taken back to his desert kingdom place. When they go into that indoor area where eventually the dwarves that are the Time Bandits are standing on each other and dancing, wearing the wavy costumes. They have a band in the middle of the room, and they have a person with a chanter and this strap that went around their head. And that was one of the things is they would develop muscles, like kind of like Dizzy Gillespie, right? And like me, they developed these muscles, and these muscles were considered unsightly. But if you had this strap, then that would give some of the support, and the muscles would not develop as big. And they show that for a split second in Time Bandits. Anyway, the instrument started out that way, traveled out 26 countries, ultimately getting to Scotland. We think, we don't know, but we think by way of the Romans. And David, yes, it does say Aaron Go Bra. Anyway, so yeah, we think it came by way of the Romans. So as it traveled along, basically the chanter ended up receiving a bag and blowpipe, which ends up being a mechanical version of circular breathing, right? So, and don't ask me to explain circular breathing. I can explain it. Most people don't understand it. I have not been able to quite pull it off myself. Anyway, so the thing with that is people do what people do is they tweak with things, they fiddle with things, they improve things, hopefully. So you had chanter, add the bag and the blowpipe, add the drones. So where you get the difference between Scottish and Irish pipes is Irish pipes are a bellows blown pipe. That's one difference. So you're not human breathing into it. Oh, okay. So David, thank you for confirming that. This was the flag of Ireland prior to the green, orange, white tricolor, which my understanding was actually a gift from France. I could be wrong about that one. Anyway, Scottish pipes, most of them are mouth blown. And with that, I have 3 reeds, 1, 2, 3 right here, and then a reed with the chanter. Irish pipes, bellows blown. Irish pipes will also, as I understand it, it's a chromatic scale that will play 2 octaves, whereas this is not a chromatic scale unless you break the rules, which I'm all for. It plays an octave and a note, so 9 pitches, the range of 9 pitches, unless you want to break the rules. So anyway, and yeah, I'm all for breaking the rules, and I'm all for breaking the rules and doing a good job when it comes to this instrument and being musical. So let's see. I don't know anything about this flag saying Irish Republic, Robert, but it does say Aaron Go Bra. So Ireland forever. So anyway, there's the history section. You got a lot of blah out of me. And the other thing that's curious too, because Ireland and France have some history together, and France also has a bellows blown pipe, and I've wondered that actually influenced the Irish pipe or vice versa. I don't know. So anyway, the thing is today there is a world of bagpipes. We don't know how many different types there are. But the other thing that's interesting is Scots, largely through the military, have taken Highland pipes all around the world. They're being played everywhere now, including they're also being played by bands in Japan. So let's see. We have Z Wolf saying hello from Montreal. So what a rule breaker. Yeah, right. these ones only support so much rule breaking, which is like pretty much none. But let me get back to some music here, and not being able to think of anything else off the top of my head, I'm going to play a series of 2/4 marches, which are the happy fun stuff. Okay, I'm not going to be able to read that. So Z Wolf says, "Hey Don, how's it going?" Well, pretty good. It's Friday, man. So hope you're doing that well there in Montreal. One of the places on my list to visit. Oh, we've got some history from Nula. Tricolor was too fast. Tricolor was adapted after War of Independence, fashioned on the 3 colors. The colors represent the green of Catholics, orange of Church of Ireland, England, and white to join in peace. See, now I've heard that one too. So, and you're born there, so let's go with that one. So, anyway, okay. Well, Salon and Nula are going after it. So, talking about this stuff. So that's cool. Anyway, so these two 4s, it's 4 2/4s, Brown-Haired Maiden, High Road to Gairloch, Highland Laddie, and Terrace, which is a Welsh tune, in fact. And the first 2 tunes are the first 2 tunes I ever learned to play. Okay, there we go. There we go. So let's see. We got a little chitter chatter going on Haps. We got a lot of chitter chatter going on Facebook. And it looks like Facebook is talking about the flag of Ireland. Right on. Thank you, Nilla. Thank you. Let's see. Salon, I got the tricolor flag too. I got sets of green grandparents from both countries. I even got the scarf of every from IRA, and it says April 1916, Easter Rising on it. Ouch, yeah, big important date there. That's one of the things too, that if you go to Dublin, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nuala, you go to Dublin and you look at the, is it GPO, Grand Post Office, I think it is. If you look at the Doric columns, big cement or big stone columns that are out front, you can see these pock marks in them, and that's bullets and things from that very battle. So let's see. Oh, is Bannerman around? Wow. Oh yeah, Bannerman is around. He says pipes in the house, and Bannerman. Let's see. Now those are pipes. Nice job. Thank you, Z Wolf. And yeah, Bannerman, as Chris says, hope you are having a good evening. Let me get a little water here because we're already having some fun with allergies. Right on. Anyway, GPO, well worth a visit. So when I was in Dublin was the, so you could actually pinpoint the date. I was there for a whole whopping 4 days. And I was, when I arrived, I think it was about, well, it was Friday through Monday, and it was about the 9th day of using the euro. And I went around trying to get a number of the punt coins, and it was really difficult to get those because here I'm showing up with my obviously Irish accent, you know, and saying, hey, I'd like some invalid money to take out of this country and it can't be spent. Nope, nope, nope. We have to collect it up and give people euros. Nope, nope, nope. I finally got some. It was really amazing. I was in this in a group of people, and they asked how my visit was, and I said, great. And I'm not that big of a coin collector, but dang it, I wanted some of those. And I mentioned this, and I said, you know, I'm trying to get these coins, but I can't. And they all these old folks pulled out their little coin purses and started pulling out all these punts, and really nice. They gave them to me, and they wouldn't let me give them any euros for it, and I wish they had. So anyway, but I got some punts. I gotta bring those home. So anyway, 1980 Shorecrest High School Pipes and Drums. That's right. David and I have played in the same pipe band different times. High school pipe band. We got a lot of those in Canada. You can find them on YouTube too. The Irish Rebellion tunes. Oh, okay. So anyway, some water. Or at least as in Scots Gaelic that I'm probably mispronouncing a bit, Irski. There we go. That helps to back off the allergy situation just a little bit. Fair play. That was good of them. Yeah, it really was. It really was. I have a number of memories from those 4 days in Ireland, 4 days in Dublin when you really get down to it. And I can speak to a number of those between touring the Guinness factory. There was the very first thing we did. I got to see Kilmainham Prison. That was that was quite an experience. Haypenny Bridge. Spent time in I forget what it's called, the Gastown district, something like that. It's the entertainment district there. Got to see the Book of Kells at help me out here, Trinity College. Anyway, yeah, chilling, golly, literally too. But then that's the way it was designed. Anyway, so a number of things. Only 4 days, but it was well worth it, and I would like to spend more time there. One of the things I'm curious to look into is I believe I can get the Born Out of Ireland citizenship, and that would be neat. So anyway, let's see. So now I got to think of more music, and I think I have an inkling as to which direction I'm going to go, partly because of the conversation that's going on here on Facebook about Ireland. So see if I can string these tunes together and not mess them up like I did Friday last week. So we'll see. But yeah, so. There we go. So the other one that I was thinking of that I can't think of, I don't know. I can't think of it. So let's see. Looks like Joy. Oh, Joy is here. Hi, Joy. Joy cooks and she makes lava cakes and she laughs a lot. And I can tell you that me saying Joy is here and she laughs a lot, probably without the help of Swift Beats right now alone, she is probably giggling her tail off. So, because, well, she laughs a lot. Anyway, let's see. Great changing into the next tune. Thank you, Nuala. Let's see. David helped to pronounce water in Scottish Gaelic, and it's Yurska. Yurska. Ah, okay. I got the last syllable a little bit goofy. Anyway, let's see. Going over the Cork and Kerry Mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. That's right. So, anyway. So what's the next comment that I see from Joy over there on Haps? Ha 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 ha. Okay, Joy, let's see. You've already got one little smiley face right there, and I think we need to add another little laughter smiley face. So there we go. There we go. Anyway, so let's see. Now I got to think of more music. This is terrible. This is terrible. Let's see. I also need to replace my rubber mouthpiece spit thing here because apparently I've been looking for a snack while I'm playing. So anyway, let's see. So also kind of going with Irish stuff. Let's pull this little number over here. So about this time a year ago, I got to go and meet with a friend of mine in Anacortes. Yeah, see, there you go. I start broadcasting all day long, nothing. I start broadcasting late, and then people start sending me texts. Texas? Wow. I just combined texts and Texas. I am amazing, and you got to hear it here first. So anyway, I got to meet with my buddy Richard, and Richard is an opera singer, world renowned actually. Do you freestyle or you got books of music in it? I'm not quite sure what you got going on there, Salon, but here's the thing. So I mentioned this earlier. This book right here, published November 2020. By myself, name right there. And those of you on Facebook, I know it's backwards. Facebook flips things. Don't ask me why. They just do. Also on Facebook with my phone, my battery is wonky, and it's very possible that the broadcast will just stop at some point, and that's because the battery died. Anyway, this book right here, The Patriotic Piper, for those of you on Haps, for those of you on Facebook, The Patriotic Piper wrote this and published it November last year. It has 20 Scottish-American military and patriotic tunes and tune histories in them. It also has 15 Scottish and Irish recipes and food trivia. And I wrote this to be a fundraiser for the Scottish-American Military Society post 1889. I am a member of that veterans organization and that post. And every copy sold, a percentage of the profits goes to help support post 1889. The Patriotic Piper, this is available on Amazon in paper book and ebook form. There we go. And yeah, very proud of that book, already working on volume 2. And then this other book right here, this guy, this is called Make Your Own Darn Good Cookies. This is my very first book. I published this October 2018. It has over 50 recipes in it, mostly cookies. It also has some breakfast stuff, some really amazing coffee, some main courses as comfort food, and 3 of my very own bagpipe compositions, because how can you have a book with recipes without music and music without recipes? I mean, just, I don't know how. Anyway, so this guy right here, also on Amazon, Make Your Own Darn Good Cookies. And if you go and find either of these books, you will find a third title. Both of these books are in paper book and in ebook. Both of these titles are dual printed that way. And actually, all 3 of my ebooks, note, all 3 of my ebooks. So these 2 books, also available as ebook. I have a third ebook, just ebook, called Let's Bake Cookie Squares and Biscotti. And that's 2 recipes. It's a sampler ebook for this book right here, Make Your Own Darn Good Cookies. Oh, see you, Salon. Somebody's going. Anyway, if you want to go and grab a copy of Let's Bake Cookie Squares and Biscotti, you'll be getting 2 recipes right out of here. While those are on Amazon, you take a look at like Apple and Barnes & Noble and Kobo and all of those, because the ebooks are also available through most of those companies. So anyway, and if you have any of my books, if you bought it, if you received a gift copy, if you stole it, whatever, please go to Amazon and write a review. And it doesn't have to be 3 paragraphs long. In fact, if it just says, I like this book, and you give it 3, 4, 5 stars. That's excellent. That's great. And here's the thing, Amazon pushes your products once you have 50 reviews. I almost have 50 reviews on Let's Bake Cookie Squares and Biscotti. I think Make Your Own Darn Good Cookies has about 20, and Patriotic Piper back here, I think it has a little over 10. I would love to get 50 reviews on everything. So if you have copies of my book, even if you receive them as a gift, please, please, please take a few minutes and go write reviews on Amazon. I would appreciate it, and you would help to support me that way as an author. So I was starting to say that I got to meet with an opera singer friend of mine about a year ago. We were talking about doing a two-guy performance thing where he sings opera with no microphones, and I play my Highland bagpipes also with no microphones, because that man can sing that volume. So anyway, we talked about doing that, and then the whole Corona thing made things difficult, and we didn't get to do much more. And I think he might have moved to Nova Scotia now. Not sure, but we went there to try Mogilly Mar, My Gallant Hero, and we turned around and started doing a few other tunes. So once we started adding those tunes, I decided to write them down so we wouldn't have to think of it later. And then that just kind of became my own little performance number. So most of these are Irish tunes, and I think we ought to play them. So here we go. And one more time for joy. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Okay, so normally I would continue right there, but one, I need some water, some Yurska. And two, I want to announce a couple of people that have tuned in because, as far as I'm concerned, they're special guests. Well, at least one in particular. Hold on just a second. Okay, water is a good thing, and our bodies need it regularly and constantly. So let's see. We also have in here Troy, who on HAPS represents Sports for the Blind. And well, here's the thing, Sports for the Blind, he is involved in helping to support people that have visual impairments be involved in sports. And I frankly don't know too much more about it than that, but at the same time, how much more do you need to know? Because that's amazing. And Troy stumps for that organization all the time, and it's really great to see what he does on HAPS, helping to raise awareness for that organization. So right on, Troy. I am very glad that you are here. Thank you. And Troy does like to share here. He says, Don, you're full of hot air. Tell me something I don't know, brother. Full of hot air, you know, I suck, I blow, it's bagpiper jokes go like all the way. So anyway, Joy asks, how long have you been playing? Well, I got started just after 6 p.m. tonight. No, hey. No. I actually got started in 1988, fall of 1988 at my high school, Shorecrest High School in Shoreline, Washington, formerly part of Seattle. And at that time, we were only one of a few, very few high schools in the country. And I think it was like 3 that had a pipe band. And there are colleges, universities like Carnegie Mellon, for example. And some of those, they give scholarships if you play Highland bagpipes, Scottish drums, or if you do Highland dance. And yeah, it's really cool. My online student, Remy, he is trying to see if he can get himself into one of these schools, which would be super cool. I would be highly envious, particularly if it was Carnegie Mellon. Really great programs they have going on. And David, check this out. I don't have the paper in front of me. Oro Sedavaha Waya. Got it. David, aka Noodle. Anyway, oh, you're welcome home. So Shannon is here, and I got to get together with Shannon just a little bit earlier today. Shannon and Robert and Deb, they are all members of the Scottish American Military Society, and we're all basically in the same group. So it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, anyway, I got to get together with Shannon, hang out a little bit. She is just a super cool individual, and we got to hang out, talk, drink coffee and iced tea, and then play practice chanters, which are kind of the faux thing that we use to get tuned up on tunes before we transfer them onto the full instrument. So anyway, wanted to take that quick break, but by the way, Shannon, you really did awesome stuff with your fingers today in working on the music. So keep that up. Let's see. Oh, also, I knew this. Katrina is around, and I think you were Evansville, Indiana, was it? Anyway, so she's here on HAPS, and Katrina, I am afraid that I'm going to have to say this. She asks, where did bagpipes originate? And the short answer is in the Middle East. We don't know exactly when or where. 4,500 to 5,000 years ago, traveling 26 countries, ultimately reaching Scotland, yakety schmackety. Here's the thing, I gave a lot of history early on this because there was a question that predicated my needing to give some of that history. So I would say watch the replay on HAPS. I think it's about 20 minutes in, I'm not sure, but I give some of the history there. So anyway, oh, okay, my mistake. Katrina is in Phoenix, Arizona. So I think it is, oh gosh, I'm spacing out our name. Civic Stage Manager, who's in Evansville, Indiana. Anyway, so okay. People on Facebook are just chatting up a storm today. That is really awesome. Let's see. Eddie McDaniel just came by from, is it Biloxi? So he is here on HAP. So let's, yeah. Sorry, I just don't want to repeat the same history that I did earlier there, Katrina. And some of it is, I love this stuff, so I can, give me the opportunity and I will just dive in and go for it. So I just don't want to repeat the same thing in the same broadcast. So anyway, let's go on with some more music that I would usually attach to those tunes right there. And since we have a bit of an Irish music theme this evening, let's see, Sports for the Blind. Troy cannot see the comments from Facebook. Well, yeah, I don't know, brother. Anyway, but let's keep on doing this. So since we have a bit of an Irish music theme going on this evening, I'm going to go into some other tunes, two of which are Irish. One of them is Scottish, and the first one, the way I play it, since we're also talking about Irish musicians and such, is I learned how to play this by way of listening to Luke Kelly when he performed at Carnegie Hall. And if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So Nula asked in here if I might play The Wearing of the Green. She says it is her grandfather's song. I will do my best. I only know the first half of it. I haven't learned the second half, but I can give you that much, I think. So now let's play what I can play. Yeah, see, I don't know the second part. I still need to learn it. Anyway, yeah, so David did ask, David A.K. Noodle asked for where Gary Owen, and that is another one that I don't know without the sheet music, so sorry, we're SOL on that one. So, by the way, where on Haps, I am seeing people in, especially Troy, with Sports for the Blind there. He came around here a bit ago and said, I can't see the comments from Facebook. There's a reason for that, Troy. I am not broadcasting from Haps to Facebook tonight. I am only broadcasting to Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube from Haps, and then I am using a separate device for Facebook because the sound quality is better, and the folks that listen to me on Facebook have been listening to me for a year, and once a week I do a broadcast, usually just for them, and well, you know, they get the sound quality that Haps can't produce at this point. And Haps is working on that, and I fully support them on that. I have been talking with some of the people in charge of Haps. They know that it's an issue for acoustic instruments, and I have sent sound samples and talked to them as best I can to try and help out. And I've also volunteered essentially to be a guinea pig for once they're working on that. So anyway, yeah, Troy and everybody that is on Haps, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, yeah, the sound quality is not as good as it could and should be. That's because of Haps. And for those of you that are on Haps, seeing the comments from all of those places, the reason why you're not seeing comments from Facebook is because I'm using my phone for Facebook and I'm using my laptop for Haps. So there you go. So the reason why it sounds like there's people that are talking in the room, but you know, only I can hear them, isn't just because of the voices in my head. It's because the people that are on Facebook, they're just talking amongst themselves. So anyway, yeah, there's one I'm going to play though in place of Gary Owen, and that one is for our veterans that are in the audience. And if you are a veteran and I don't know it, please go ahead and throw a comment up in the comments. Would appreciate that. And to that end, myself being involved with the Scottish American Military Society, I get to be involved because of my two World War II grandfathers. I am not a veteran myself, but it is really amazing to get to be involved in that organization and get to walk shoulder and shoulder with these vets, because many of these folks, I tell you, they go and do service to their country, and then they get out, and then they go and do service to their country. And Rob, for example, there, he is involved in, I will get it right this time, he's involved at least somewhat in Veterans Affairs, but he's also involved in the Legion, I forget the first name right now. Oh, gosh. Okay, Rob, you're going to have to put that up there. I'm having a total brain fart on that. American Legion, is it? I think it is. I was thinking that he was involved with VFW, different organization, but yeah, anyway. So a little bit of something here for our veterans, and as they say, all gave some gave all, and there we go. Oh, and Shannon has also been in the military and is also in SAM, so. So that is the military medley for the U.S. military. And that is, of course, the Air Force, the Marines, the U.S. Army, the Navy, and then last but not least, and often forgotten, is Semper Paratus, Someone Forgot Us. That is for the Coast Guard. There we go. Sorry, no music fits on pipes yet for Space Force, but there we go. Anyway. Water, 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 water. Good stuff. So let's see, for the clarification, not only are Robert and I a wee bit mental, but so is Shannon. And to further clarify, Robert and I are only a wee bit mental. Shannon is full-blown mental. Yeah. So you get Semper Fidelis for the Marines, and that is, of course, always faithful. And then Semper Paratus, I believe, is always ready for the Coast Guard. So anyway, there we go. So yeah, as I said, I'm broadcasting on Facebook using my phone and broadcasting on HAPS using my laptop, which is then shooting out to YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I do not have Facebook connected to HAPS tonight because I don't. So there you go. So a quick little number for Nuala, which is we've been playing music for where she's been. Let's play some music real quick for where she's at. There we go. So a little waltzing Matilda for folks in Australia. And so far as I know right now, the folks that are watching the broadcasts are Nuala, who is originally from Dublin. So let's see. Raymond Sims is here saying hello from Raleigh. Hey, man, thank you for joining us. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. And Nuala says, thank you. That was lovely. A little waltzing Matilda. Speaking of another tricky tune to sing. Tell me, Nuala, are there people in Australia that can't sing that tune? And it's not that it's not singable. It's just those of us that are not familiar with the verbiage, because it's full of this beautiful vernacular to Australia. Are there people in Australia that can't sing that? Because I hear, Billabong and all this other stuff, and I have no idea. Anyway, let me know on that one. But yeah, I like playing that. I like playing that with my Celtic rock band, much in the way I just did, which is start out slow, solo pipes, and then have the drums come in, sung wildly. Okay. Anyway, love making that one into a fun, festive, happy piece. So let's see. Raymond is here. I'm trying to think of some music, Raymond, so you're not just showing up for a bunch of blab, blab, blab. So anyway, music. Here we go. Let's do a little something with history. Oh, so Waltzing Matilda is sung either wildly or widely. And I believe she probably means widely in Australia. That would certainly make sense. So anyway, let's see. Once a jolly swaggerman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. There we go. You'll be a waltzing Matilda with me. There we go. Anyway, let's see. So, some music. Wow. Oops. Okay, I forgot the ending to that. Dum ba dee do ya dum, dum ba dee do ya dum, bum ba dee do ya dum, da 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 dee dum. Okay, anyway. I own my errors. So I'm going to play one that oft gets requested, but I haven't played for a number of weeks now. And this is a tune called Dark Isle. And it, like Fields of Athenry, is debated. Is it new or is it old? I don't care to get into that debate because it is messy and it involves court stuff. And yeah, I just rather play it. Anyway, let's see. Mr. Raymond Sims is giving me some applause. Thank you for that, sir. We appreciate that. And let's see. How about Dixie? Or is that not PC enough? That's as close as I go. Let's see. Did I say Dark Owl? No, not Dark Owl. Dark Island, like the thing that I live on that is surrounded by water. Dark Island. I might have I might have goofed and said Dark Owl. That is also very possible. So let's see. The Dark Isle. Dark Island, Dark Isle. This is a slow tune. I'll give it a good bit of expression here. And nice. I don't have it memorized, so sheet music. Anyway. There we go. So that is my arrangement and errors. Anyway, Salon says, been a while since I heard this song. Well, I'm glad to get to play it for you again. And Nula says, lovely tune. Yeah, I agree. And still need to learn it, but I like playing it. So Dave says, by the way, that was not Dixie when the Saints go marching in. Well, what do I know, man? I live in Washington. So anyway, we also have Brenda here, and she says, hello from Evansville. And that would be Evansville, Indiana, where I once knew a bagpiper who was in a pipe band, and she was a chef. So there you go. So that's what I knew. So anyway, watch out for crazy redheaded bagpiper gal running around Evansville, Indiana there, Brenda, and like, I don't know, maybe you know her, and I've just already given away who it is. So anyway, yeah, and she's a chef. So let's see. So that's not going to give me any more music. I am a wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world alone. Yeah. Anyway, there seems to be about 2 different ways of playing that. One of them doesn't work on this instrument because it requires some of the cheating that this instrument won't do. Anyway, but the version that I've always heard seems to play different, so I'm hoping to work that out the way I've heard it. So anyway, and I am, oh, lonely. I am shucks. Okay. It's going to mess with my head. So let's see, because that's right in here, and I have the page marked. And every once in a while, I come into this music room when I think nobody is looking, and I turn around and sing, I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world alone. There is no sickness, toil, no danger in that fair land to which I go. This is the harder part. I'm going home to see my mother. I'm going home, no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. So Salon, you've asked a couple of times where I get my top from. I'm not sure. Oh, do you mean my shirt? I think you mean my shirt. That finally occurred to me. I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm guessing you mean my shirt, and the answer to that is I can't exactly tell you, and it's not because it's some big secret. What it comes down to is I used to get these from a certain vendor at the Pacific Northwest Highland Games, and I haven't seen her for years. If you go online and look for Not Work t-shirts, I'm sure you will find a whole array of things, but I absolutely love this. It's got down this sleeve. Part of what I like about the fact that it's down this sleeve is it's not the bag squeezing arm. And let's see. So this print, it's on the back. I don't know that I'll successfully show this. No, there's not enough space in here. This is also on the back, bigger. So I'm afraid that I cannot tell you exactly where to get Not Work t-shirts, but look online. I don't know that this is a great recommendation just because if you're looking for Not Work t-shirts, I don't know that they're doing this, but there is a new bagpiper oriented, gosh, I wish they knew that I was announcing this right now. There's a newer bagpipe oriented t-shirt manufacturer called the Broken Chanter T-shirt Company, I think it is. And they're doing some really interesting, really neat, edgy stuff. And it's kind of this side business. I believe the guy is I think he said he's a firefighter by day, or his main thing is being a firefighter. And I think he said his wife is a paramedic, something like that. So anyway, they've got a company that they're launching. And you got to think about it, because I'm a small business owner myself, so I've got this experience. Launching something in the off season can be good because you can find your feet and be ready for when things really hit. So in this case, this guy's launching his company when people aren't doing a whole heck of a lot. And on one hand, that could sink his company just out of a lack of business. On the other hand, I don't know, maybe people are sitting at home and they're ordering t-shirts and stuff. Or it's good for him because then once things open up, which apparently they're starting to open up a bit more, then he's already got his setup and he can hit the ground with his feet running. So anyway, Broken Chanter T-shirt Company, something like that. Salon, look around and you'll find t-shirt manufacturers and just search like Not Work t-shirt, something like that. So anyway, Brenda also said, gotcha, ha, ha, ha. So, and I'm not sure what she gotcha'd me about. So I don't know. Anyway, so let's see. Let's play a little bit more music and then call it quits because I started just after 6 and it's just about 8. Wow. And my pipes haven't given out. That is amazing. That is really unusual. Usually they get wet after about an hour and I'm only hearing them click a little bit now. Actually, maybe I got started closer to 7. Crooked Chanter Company. Thank you for. Oh, yeah, we should wrap this up because my cell phone is dying, and I don't want it to just shut off. Crooked Chanter Company, not Broken Chanter. I'm thinking of a tune. I think that's a tune by Gordon Duncan. Crooked Chanter Company. Broken, crooked, same effect. Anyway, Crooked Chanter Company. Shannon's actually the one that introduced me to them, so thank you for that, Shannon. So let me play one more piece, and then my signature outgoing piece. And folks that are familiar with Scotland and Ireland, they'll know that last piece. And if you don't, you need to study up. Ha ha ha. Anyway, let's see. So let me think of something good. Show me something good. And I cannot take your request for Mull of Kintyre, David, because I don't know it. Anyway. There we go. So that was two tunes. One is called Pete Rock of Donald Duke. That's a 6/8 march. The other 6/8 march is All the Blue Bonnets Are Over the Border, and I goofed up the third part, but you didn't know unless I told you, or if you were a piper. So Shannon probably knew. Anyway, David probably knew. Anyway, so yeah, hey, thank you, David, for suggesting Celtic Crossroads as a place potentially to order Knotwork shirts. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they change hands about a year ago? Because I thought they had a different name. Anyway, if it's the same, if it's more or less the same store, they had an amazing shirt collection, in fact, and like I couldn't go into their store because I'd go all googly looking at the awesome shirts. So yeah, that is a good one to check out. Is that the right name though, David? Because I can't think of what the name like it used to be, but I thought they changed hands. So anyway, but Salon, you obviously know that I'm Bagpiper Don here on Facebook. I'm Bagpiper Don everywhere. So those of you on Haps, obviously you know I'm Bagpiper Don. If you are on YouTube, you know I'm Bagpiper Don. If you are on Twitter, you know that I'm Bagpiper Don. And I haven't used Twitch all that much, but I believe my handle there is Bagpiper Don. You can also find me at bagpiperdon.com. You can send me an email there if you really need to. So anyway, Salon, if you find that that's not the right name, I will work on that and we'll get you the right name. But golly, it had a different name before. I swear it did. But I think they changed hands about a year ago. So yeah, check them out. Check them out. There used to be, what was it, Galloway Trader in Seattle. And they ended up moving, I think is what I'm thinking of. But they also had some rather good Knotwork shirts. But yeah, look online. Let's see. Yep, I watch you on Facebook and YouTube. Wow, that is very cool. Thank you. So the closing piece right here, this one's taken a greater significance to me lately. It is called The Parting Glass. And Wandering Angus, thank you. It used to be Wandering Angus, same owner, different name. Okay, so they didn't change hands, but apparently they changed names. So, and they are Celtic Crossroads now. It used to be Wandering Angus, now Celtic Crossroads. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Noodle. So the thing here, so the Parting Glass, it's apparently originally from Scotland, and it's something like 1600s. It's old. I thought it was kind of new, maybe, but it at least to say it was older than I thought. I had understood that it was a tune from Ireland. It's actually a tune from Scotland, and a lot of these tunes have gotten adopted back and forth between these two different countries. And the thing with it too, often there's like 3 names in English, 2 names in Gaelic, and then there's like 3 different sets of lyrics. So it's, you know, the music gets used a lot, so to speak. Having a little signal problem there on Haps, but we are wrapping things up with Parting Glass, and the tradition with the Parting Glass is it would be sung at the end of an evening, and that could be at the end of a concert, that could be at the end of a gathering at a house, and it's just a very nice way of saying thank you for coming. Please go home now. Get out of here. Anyway, of all the comrades that e'er I had, they wish me one more day to stay. Great live stream, Noah. Thank you. Thank you for all your interactions. Great crack. You know the term. We don't get to hear that one that much. One of the shirts that I have, it shows a set of Highland Bagpipes, and it says crack pipe, but it's that spelling. For those of you that don't know, and I will probably screw this up a little bit. Basically, crack, let me double check here. So C-R-A-I-C. I believe that comes from a Gaelic word, and that word itself means kind of talking loudly. Aye, and Facebook just died. Dang it. Can't add Facebook on Haps. Oh, well. Well, they didn't get the Parting Glass there on Facebook, so we'll wrap this up right here and now on Haps, shooting out to, well, I don't know, maybe they'll run over to Haps, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch and still catch this. So anyway, yeah. So the trick, I need to get a new battery for the cell phone, and basically I do the broadcast plugged in, but if I don't have this up to 100% in the first place, it don't last. So it does what just happened right there. So anyway, let's wrap this up and go watch a movie. Okay, so there is Parting Glass, and that is me wrapping it up for tonight. So those of you on HAPS, and if anybody ran over here from Facebook, welcome, and now I'm done. Anyway, you know that in the last number of weeks there I was broadcasting on Monday with the HAPS hashtag challenge, which is now, of course, over. Anyway, that thing was, for me, a lot of work. It was a lot of work because it could take 3 hours to get 250 people. But apparently part of the problem was broadcasting on Monday when a lot of other really big name people are broadcasting. So whatever. Anyway, that one is done. I am rather hoping that there are no more HAPS challenges like that because it's just not worth it for me. But I do broadcast usually 1 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook. But now what I will be doing is the same dual broadcast between my cell phone and my laptop, and use my laptop for HAPS, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and then Facebook right here. So, yep, I am going to start doing my broadcasts Friday at 1 p.m., which is when I have been doing them for about the past year with Facebook right there. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and do watch out for my future broadcasts. And yeah, as said, make your own darn good cookies. That is available on Amazon. That is my debut recipe book right there. And that is on Amazon in paper form. It is available pretty much everywhere in ebook form. This bad boy right here, the Patriotic Piper. That guy right there is a fundraiser item for Sam's Post 1889. A percentage of every sale goes to help support the Scottish American Military Society Post 1889. That is also available everywhere in ebook form, basically everywhere. And then, as said, there is a third title to my name called Let's Bake Cookie Squares and Biscotti. That is a free ebook, and that is free on Amazon. It is free on Barnes & Noble, free on Apple. It is free on Smashwords. It is free. All of these are free to libraries. So what you could also do for the ebooks, so what you could also do is go to your library and say, I know of these 3 ebooks that are free on Overdrive. I would like to get them, please. And hopefully they will help walk you through how to get those ebooks. So that is Make Your Own Darn Good Cookies, The Patriotic Piper, and Let's Bake Cookie Squares and Biscotti. All of those are available in ebook form. All of those are free 2 libraries, and somewhere around here I have 2 CDs, which are right here. This one right here, that's my Celtic rock band. So Highland Bagpipes, drum kit, Highland snare, no energy held back. And then that guy right there, I took 2 Celtic harps, stood them on a bluff right out here, and just let the wind blow the strings and vibrate the strings. And that is very groovy. So anyway, if you want to get a CD, these are only available right here. So contact me, and I work with PayPal, and we will get that in the mail for you. There we go. So thank you for joining me. As I usually and or always say, do take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and when you go out and about, do a little bit to help take care of those people that you don't know. And if that means opening up a door, holding that door open for some people, hold the door open. If it means picking up a little bit of trash and nobody even sees you do it, well, you still help to make the world a better place. So thank you everyone for joining me, and I will catch you again. Do take care.